Hi, this is Rehan. Welcome to our regular update, where this month I traveled to one of the most fascinating places I've ever been to in my life. My family and I were blessed to have spent 2 weeks in Andalusia, southern Spain, where we attended a course on permaculture. Permaculture? You might be asking, what is that? Well, it's a closed energy agricultural system where you minimize the loss of energy, or what is known as entropy. It works well on small-scale farms and plot holdings and seeks to use the basic patterns we see in nature, such as branches and waves and clad forms and lobes and scatters and nets and spirals and streamlines. All of these minimize entropic forms or the loss of energy. As a family, we spent about 10 days up in the Sierra Nevada mountain range close to the village of Lanjaron with a group of other students learning about the ethics of permaculture, followed by technical details related to trees and water systems and insects and soil and hardiness zones and how to plant in different climates. One really interesting fact about trees which I learned was that of all the water a tree takes in, it only uses 5%. It sends back into the atmosphere 95% of the water. In other words, trees are essential to make clouds. If you cut your trees down, you reduce your clouds and your rain. What also amazed me was that, and what fascinated me was that things are always happening at the edges of ecosystems. Boundaries are places where species from different systems can coexist effortlessly. Animals such as foxes are found more at the edges, because they can get something from both systems and give to both systems as well. As a novelist, I know this is also where the best stories take place, on the edge, between two systems, or beliefs, or ideas, or worlds, or whatever. It's the coming together of two different things which can create a really compelling plot for a novel. Finally, this month, let me leave you with a writing tip, as this is something I often get asked about. I would suggest that before you start writing your novel, you need to spend time designing it. You need to design your setting, your characters, your plot, and then infuse it with conflict, because that's when you'll get an emotional response from the reader. I often come across people who say, I have this great idea for a story, I know how it starts and I know how it ends, it's so clear to me. And so I ask, and what about the middle? To which the response is often a blank. After much effort, many of them give up because they've thought about how to write a novel, but they haven't thought about how to design a novel. Remember, design comes first, writing second. A metaphor from the construction industry would be, first the architect defines the vision, sketches the drawing, and produces the architectural blueprints. When this is approved, the project then moves into construction phase. Designing a novel is akin to undertaking the work of an architect. Writing the novel is akin to the physical building process. Of course, there are many ways to write a novel, but this is certainly what I've done. For my first novel, I spent about 30% of the effort on designing it. Now I spend about 20% of the effort on design. Anyway, that's all for now. If you have any questions about any of my books, or you have any questions about writing, then drop me a note and I'll do my best to come back to you. Bye for now, and peace be upon you.